What's going on, everybody? Happy Thursday night. Coming at you with another topic. Tonight's going to be a little bit more of a serious topic. The title of tonight's topic is Why Do We Fight? We'll let that sink in for a second. Why do we fight? Why do we fight? Because I think some of us have to. I think some of us, we are designed to. This is just going to be me going into some deep thought, but I want everybody to take a moment and pat themselves on the back. If you have ever spent any time on the mat, if you've ever tied a belt around your gi, if you ever laced up gloves, and I don't mean competition, I just mean you've trained. That sometimes is even more of a warrior than anybody else. Give yourself a pat on the back, because what you're doing, not everybody can do. There's a lot of tough people out there, and then shit hits the fan, and they run away. There's a lot of people that you look at in this world, because we stereotype everybody, and we say, look at that chump. He looks like a pussy. What could he do? But yet when shit hits the fan, that little geeky guy is the first one to run to aid. He's the first one to save somebody's life. Because what he doesn't know about himself is that he's a warrior. Why do we do what we do? It's because we just have to. We just have to. Tonight I trained really hard. It was a really good class. We worked some ground and pound with some mount escapes. If you really want to see how good your mount escapes are, let somebody punch the shit out of you and see how that works out. So there I am getting my face punched in. I escaped a few times. This went on for quite a while. When it's all done, I come home and my face is all nicked up. My ears are sore. My arms are sore. Everything fucking hurts. But you know what? There is just nowhere else I'd rather be than in that moment. Jiu-Jitsu brings balance to our life. Anyone that's trained a while, they know that. The lifestyle fits us so well because women included, I'm going to talk about men here, but we live in a world today where it's frowned upon to be a man. And it's disgusting. Where I wouldn't be surprised if in the future it's going to be okay for men just to walk around in skirts. That's going to be the new fashion statement. Because it's so frowned upon to be a man. We're just being demasculinated, is that the word? We're being pussified. And Jiu-Jitsu brings back that balance. Because this is in us. Whether you're a guy that sits at a computer all day and just says, what the fuck am I doing with my life? At least I'm getting a paycheck. For a moment, you go back to train at night, and this is what's beautiful about Jiu-Jitsu again. You are all just one person, man. You are just people. You are just human. That's why I think politicians should train Jiu-Jitsu. Because for that moment and that time, and then after that, because a lot of these guys become my friends, and they become personal friends. You might be a doctor, you might be a lawyer, I might be the guy that cleans the vomit off the floor in elementary schools. But we don't see that in Jiu-Jitsu. There's a different type of respect. Reminds me of the movie Fight Club and how right on that movie really is. So if you're one of these guys, and you go around life and you don't think much of yourself, but you train because it makes you happy, there's something there. You're a lot more than you think you are. You are capable of a lot more. It doesn't mean you ever have to step in a ring. It doesn't mean you have to prove it to yourself. One day an opportunity might come up and it might be the right chance for you to find out who you really are. Or hopefully you never have to. But it's there. It's there. If you can feel the way I feel, if you can get your ass handed to you and say, you know what? You beat me today, but I'll be back tomorrow. You might beat me tomorrow, but I'll be back the next day. I'm going to keep fucking coming back. And I will eventually get you. Because you might beat me, but you will never defeat me. Just how it is. And there's so many of us out there. And we're walking around with our fucking heads down because we don't have the freedom to just train. You know, even professionals, lower level professionals can't even just be pure professional fighters or purely a professional jiu-jitsu guy. Not today, not nowadays, not the money, no. Fuck, this world's so expensive as it is. So here we are walking around. Sometimes we even have to lower our own ego. And we know, God, I'm so much better than this. It's because this feels unnatural, because this is an unnatural society we live in now. And I'm not trying to get crazy talk, but I'm talking to the warriors out there. The people that just love the grind, man. That they gotta do it. You just have to do it. You know, here I'm 33. I've trained with guys that are 50. I've trained with guys that are older who have never stepped into the competition. So you say, why do you train? Well, I love it. Why do you love it? I don't know. I just love it, man. I just fucking love it. No, I know why you love it. Because maybe in a past life, or today's world, you were destined to be a warrior, but in our society today, there's no more need for warriors. We don't really have a need for it. It's frowned upon. You're a masculine man, shame on you. Put your dick between your legs and start fucking talking like a high-pitched bitch. You know? I mean, that's something that grinds my gears. But anybody that puts the effort in, anybody that trains, no matter how bad of a session you had and you come back the next night, be proud of yourself because you are so much more. You've never had the opportunity to maybe show it, but it doesn't mean it's not there. You are something special. We are all special. We are a dying breed. That's why we need jiu-jitsu, because jiu-jitsu brings balance to our crazy, crazy world. I'm not talking about CrossFitters. Fuck that. Nothing against you guys, but you're athletes. I'm not trying to be professional at exercising. Different thing. If I ever need to run like hell, I'll do CrossFit. I'm probably going to get a lot of shit for that. Let me just say, as a disclaimer, if you are training CrossFit in combination with your jiu-jitsu to better your jiu-jitsu, that makes perfect fucking sense. This is scotch, and it's good shit. So I guess that's the topic for tonight. You know, I was kind of scratching my head like, what the fuck am I going to talk about tonight? But after tonight's training session, it really came clear. I mean, I see, a lot of you guys don't know, I also instruct in Thai boxing. I like to gear my stand-up towards realistic fighting, not just strictly rule-based fighting. But I see these guys that are just, you know, these are people that I might never ever run into on the street. We walk two different paths of life. But together we can be brothers and sisters, and that's so beautiful, man. Especially in this world where it's like, everybody seems to hate fucking everybody. If you're black, I don't like you. If you're Spanish, I don't like you. If you're Asian, somehow they've gotten away with a lot of stuff. I can say as my wife's Asian. They go under the radar. But again, then you come back to jiu-jitsu, none of that shit matters, man. It's just so pure. That's where we all can come together in a common bond, not just because we like to train, but it's because our hearts carry the same feeling. We have the same shit going on. We look around like, where the fuck do I fit into this crazy world? I'd rather live in the fucking mountains and carry an arrow. But we don't live in that world. We live in a world that was designed by the weak so they can flourish, and the warriors have to stay low. So thank God for jiu-jitsu, man. Thank God. Because it gives us people an outlet. It gives us a chance to be who we really are. And that's why, man, you can have the shittiest day in the world. And when you get on that mat, man, it's like your soul is fucking in line. It's just like, and if you don't feel that way, but you keep training, give it time. Because your soul's probably been beaten down through a lifetime of being told you shouldn't be a man. But it's coming back, bitch. And it's coming back hard. So guys, I'm approaching the 10-minute mark. Feel free to comment. I'd really appreciate if some of you would subscribe. It's very simple. You just click subscribe. I always see people in YouTube videos do this. It's over here, or it's over there, it's somewheres. Subscribe, guys. The more subscribers I can get, the more I know that people are actually interested in hearing what I have to say. The more I'm willing to invest some money in actually building a backdrop, hiring someone to edit my shit. I have access to all this, so it's just waiting to know if people actually give a fuck. But I really hope this topic, maybe if you're home tonight and you're watching this video and you think, God, man, I'm just getting beat up in life. I'm getting beat up in training. Fuck life. That's make-believe, man. That's make-believe. That's all. That shit ain't the real world. You know, one night, I think I'm going to cover one day how to incorporate, for a guy like me who can't just be purely independent towards jiu-jitsu, how to balance that lifestyle. And sometimes you got to make sacrifices. Sometimes it means living below your means, but it's what you do, because in here and here needs to be happy. And if that can't be happy, as a warrior, you are going to go fucking nuts. If I don't train, I'm going to go fucking nuts. I'm going to just beat the shit out of somebody, man. I have to do this. It's ingrained in me. I don't know any other way. And all of you guys who train, you can relate. So God bless you. Have a drink on me, my fellow training partners and all that good shit. And I'll see you next time.